Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy and welcome back to another episode of Air. So, let's just jump right back in. I longed for such a day. But my sister was not born, no matter how much time had passed. After my mother returned from the hospital, her tummy had become smaller. Even as a child, I knew what that meant. My sister had gone somewhere far away. I felt sad. Perhaps because of the wish I made to God, my sister had disappeared from this world. I felt very sad, and I'm grabbing napkins because I know I'm gonna cry. The sadness must be God's punishment for all the hate I had. But there was something even more painful. My mother had changed. Today's dinner is your favorite hamburger steak, Michiru-chan. I thought these clothes would look good on you, so I bought them for you, Michiru-chan. Michiru-chan, want to take a bath together? My mother started calling me Michiru-chan. Michiru was supposed to be the name for my soon-to-be-born sister. Mom, you got it wrong, I'm Minagi! No matter how many times I told my mother that, she never called me Minagi again. My sister had not gone anywhere. She was here all along. I had become Michiru. In that case, where did Minagi go? My father and mother started having rows. They did it often past midnight. After I fell asleep, the sound of them quarreling could be heard from the kitchen. I was sad. Nothing hurt more than hearing my parents, who used to be so close, shouting at each other. Keeping quiet under the futon, I gazed up at the stars outside the window. Please don't get mad, Dad. Please don't be mad. Let's go there again. Let's go to see your favorite stars again. This time I'll ask Mom to come fetch you too. Let's go there together, all three of us. You'll stop fighting once you see the beautiful stars. We'll laugh again just like before. Soon, my father left home. My mother and I remained at home, living the days that had changed drastically. A few relatives helped us to renovate our house, because it would be painful to keep living in the past. There were no longer any traces of my father. I did not know where he went. The only things he left for me were the star sand he gave me and the picture of the winged girl. Even so, I went to the train station where my father previously worked to find him every day. I waited for him until the sun set, and the night sky became filled with twinkling stars. My father's colleagues were worried for me, so they tried contacting my father, but to no avail. I'm sorry, Minagi-chan. The train attendant apologized to me. When I went home, I had to become Michiru. Minagi no longer existed in this home. I did not mind. My mother grieved for losing my father, would only smile at me when she called me Michiru. In order to see my mother smile, I would continue to be Michiru. But soon I realized that I could no longer smile. Time flew. I had become an elementary school student. I was still always alone, and without a friend. Even though I knew I would never see my father again, I went to the station every day. I stopped playing house. I was already an elementary school student, and moreover, playing house would only remind me of the beautiful past. I started blowing bubbles by myself. And because I kept doing it alone, I became exceedingly good at it. I was glad. It was fun to blow bubbles of all sizes and send them flying towards the sky. But I still wished to play with someone. One day, when I reached the station, there was a girl sitting on the bench that I always sat at. It was a cute girl younger than me. Who is she waiting for? I watched from afar for a long time, but she was alone. She did not look like she was waiting for someone, so I made up my mind and sat down beside the girl. The girl was surprised upon seeing me, and kept peering at me out of the corner of her eyes, but I could not speak up. I found the courage to sit down beside her, but starting a conversation stumped me. I started to panic. A heavy silence fell between us. I could not let this chance pass. Why did I think that? Because I wanted to become friends with this girl. I liked her. No, that wasn't it. Her aura made me feel this way. It was a good feeling, so akin to homesickness. I just needed a trigger. Oh gosh, I'm crying. I'm sorry, guys. As long as I could find the right moment to speak, I could become friends with her. I felt lost. In my whole life, I was never this troubled. Then I arrived at an answer. I took out my bubble-blowing set and let fly a bubble. Ah! The girl let out a small, cute gasp. I had succeeded. I handed the girl the straw without saying anything. Then I smiled at her. That was all it took. Thanks! The girl's smile was something I would never forget. The two of us played with bubbles until the sun set. The girl was clumsy and did not succeed at making a single bubble, but she seemed to have enjoyed herself. I was happy as well. The girl was full of energy, and I quickly came to love her. It was time for us to say goodbye. In the orange sunset, we made a small promise. See you tomorrow. What's your name? Whoops. What's your name? The girl then said. I'm called Michiru. The girl told me her name cheerfully. It was the name I was familiar with, a name full of sadness. However, I told her that it was a lovely name and that it suited her perfectly. I'm Minagi. I told her my name. Because she called herself Michiru, I had no choice but to call myself Minagi. I could finally call myself Minagi again. I was so happy. Then I realized that I could smile again. That night, something had happened at home. The picture that was always on the wall had vanished. My intuition told me that she was the girl in the painting. The girl in the painting had appeared before me to become friends with me. What was more, she had the name of my long-gone sister. Even if it were just wishful thinking on my part, I was happy. I had always wanted to make friends with the girl in the painting ever since I was little. I had always wished for a little sister to play with. At last, I'm not alone anymore. I'm not alone. That night, I was so excited that I could not sleep. I kept thinking about what to play tomorrow. I did not want to sleep. I was afraid that when I woke up, I would find that everything was just a dream. I wanted to remain in the dream. I wanted to stay inside the dream from which I would never wake. I wanted to keep dreaming forever. Still, I have no choice but to wake from this dream. A dream is just a dream. It will never become true memories. I'm sorry, and... Yukita-san? I want Michiru to meet someone tomorrow. You want her to meet someone? Yes. I want her to make important memories. Memories that belong to her. It's my gift to her. I see. I hope she'll be happy. Yes. Yukita-san, could you come as well? Obviously. You're right. I didn't need to ask. Yeah. You should go back now. She said she's waiting for you. She'll get lonely if you leave her by herself too long. Okay. It was then, that I made a wish. May your smile always be as warm as the sunshine. Dawn broke. It was the start of a new day. Another ordinary day awaited us. That wasn't it. That was what I wished to be true. It was what I hoped for. May this vestige of summer never change for the three of us. May I never forget the summer I spent in this town. I couldn't help but wish. Morning. For today as well, we woke up to the same morning. Good morning, Michiru. Minagi, Michiru, and I. You sure look unsightly. Michiru rubbed her sleepy eyes. I gave her disheveled hair a pat. Bad hair day! Don't give me that. Go comb your hair. Michiru, I'll help you comb your hair. Minagi started sliding the comb gently through Michiru's hair. Slowly, slowly, as if showering affection on each and every strand of hair. This feels good! Oh? Yep. Alright, I'll keep doing it. Yay! Amidst the sunlight and sparkling rain, the two girls were laughing happily. It was a dazzling sight to behold. A familiar sight to me. But why? We knew the unfortunate parting that was to come. Why can we still allow these times to pass so peacefully, so gently? We could have cried. We could have screamed. We could have run away from it all. Why do we still feel like staying in this place? Why are we still able to laugh like we always do? The answer was simple. Because we were happy to be with the ones we loved. Because we were happy, laughter came naturally to us. Oh gosh. Hey, Michiru! Oh, whoops. I messed up. Hey, Michiru. There's a place I want to go with you today. Minagi brought up the subject when the sun had started dipping into the west. It was their usual summer afternoon of bubble blowing. Where are we going? Michiru hugged Minagi's arm, her eyes brimming with anticipation. My home. Oh. Michiru hesitated for an instant. The girl's eyes clouded over with sadness. How about having dinner at my place? At your house? Yep, my house. Michiru's reluctance was showing on her face. That was to be expected. In truth, it was supposed to be her home, a place of warmth, a place that she could be surrounded by her family and have as much of her favorite hamburger steak as she liked. A precious place. Beside that, it was also a place she could have never hoped to reach, a place she had failed to reach. Minagi wished to take her to this place. It was not out of pity. To Minagi, Michiru was the best friend she ever had. Michiru was family to her. Okay. Michiru nodded. Good. Minagi smiled as she stroked Michiru's head. And what memories would today leave behind for Michiru? What color would they be? How close to the sky would the happiness bring her? If my prayers could guarantee a memorable day for these girls, I would throw aside everything to pray for them. On the way to Minagi's house, Minagi and I observed Michiru, who was walking in front of us. She looked lonely, sad, yet happy at the same time. We hesitated to call out to her. My sleeve was tugged at. When I turned to look, I saw Minagi holding onto my clothes and looking at Michiru with uncertainty. I'm a cruel person, Minagi sighed. I may hurt Michiru after all. Perhaps I'm telling her to reach for something unreachable. But I still want to take her along. I want Michiru to meet her just once. She is important to her. She has always been thinking of Michiru. And what kind of feelings does this person have for Michiru? This girl in front of me continued to pose as one whom she was not. In order to keep the people she loved smiling, she willingly tossed herself into the sea of sorrow. This girl lost her home and her identity, yet she never stopped caring. Even if this day were to leave her with nothing but sadness, who could blame her? Nobody could. Tono Minagi had always been kind to everyone around her. Because of her kindness, everyone was able to keep warmth close to their hearts. I was one of them. In this girl's warmth, I was able to live out these peaceful days. Because of that was why I put a hand on Minagi's beautiful, pale fingers that were holding my clothes. Everything will be fine. Had my smile reached her? Today will definitely be a good day. Ah, so many tears! And as for Michiru, today was the day she finally returned home. A dining table with the sound of wind chimes in the background. A warm home with people waiting for her. I wanted to believe that such a scenery was waiting for her. I wanted to believe that this was a dream to bring her tears of joy. Initially, Michiru was full of reluctance. Her favorite hamburger steak was right in front of her, yet she did not touch it. With chopsticks in hand, she stared blankly at the smiling face in front of her. Oh dear, I haven't asked you for your name yet. The woman said that with a warm smile. Do you mind telling me your name? My name? That's right, your name. Michiru looked at Minagi sitting beside her with puppy eyes. Go on, tell her, Minagi said with a soft gaze. Can I? Yes. Michiru nodded at Minagi. Her voice trembled. I'm called Michiru! Michiru? Yup. I see. So you're Michiru. Gosh, my nose is running. You see, I'm Michiru. That's a lovely name. Huh? Come, Michiru. The hamburger steak's getting cold. Eat up, it's your favorite, right? My, what's the matter? No, it's nothing, I'll start. How is it? Is it delicious? Yup, it's really delicious. Thank goodness. Did you know that I created the recipe for this? I taught Minagi how to make it. Here, try this. Which one is better? Both are delicious. Really? Both are great, huh? Yup. It came to me. There wasn't any need for me to worry at all. Hey, what is this? That's boiled adoe, I think. Do you like it? It's nice. That's good to hear. Michiru was an important name to this woman. Even if it was a sad name. Even if it was a name that existed only in memory. This name was the name of the daughter whom she loved. That's why she welcomed this girl with smiles. That would happen to anyone with kindness in their heart. Michiru, you can have some of my hamburger steak. The woman shared the hamburger steak she had on her plate with Michiru. Can I really? Michiru looked at the woman. Naturally. I'm glad to see you eat so much. The woman smiled warmly at Michiru. Go on, eat as much as you'd like. Thank you. I had found great love. Tender love. There is something I have always wanted to tell you. Although I wasn't able to be born into this world, although ages had passed, even so, happiness. I will always come back to this place. So for now, I can only say... goodbye, Mom? Fuck, I'm sobbing right now. But I am all out of time for this episode, guys. I'm so sorry. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. By subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.